Hi guys, I know I look different. I got me a little wig on or whatever. Let me stop before they try to come get me for copyright. No. Yeah, so I got me a little wig on. I had this wig for like 2 years now, which I'm gonna do a video on up next, so you guys will know a little bit about this wig and how I basically blended it and all that jazz. But today this video is actually about this makeup look. The lighting keeps going in and out, so it makes it look way lighter than it really is. It's actually like fucking perfect. But I don't have any like studio lights or anything, so I have to film it in front of my vanity area in my apartment window, and it keeps giving me like oh, actually that looks pretty good. Okay, hey. Yes, bitch, serving them teas. Anyways, so this look is up next. Like I said in the video, it does the lighting keep going in and out, so when I do my highlight it looks way ridiculous. But like you can see, this is literally natural lighting. Like you could, that highlight though, but you can see that it's like awesome. Like I don't know what to say. I mean, this makeup style might not be for everybody. Some people apply their makeup differently, but this video is just showing you how I apply my makeup. I'm not a makeup artist. Yeah, so I'm just a girl who loves makeup like many other YouTubers, so I'm just showing you guys my look and what I created for today. I'm actually going out someplace, so I decided to just do a quick video of this eye look here. It's sort of like a sparkly plum look, and then I paired it with this I want to say, because the lip color is Pops Explosive by NYX in Butter Lips. Their butter lipstick, which looks like this. It looks really red. That is not how it looks. It's more of like a pink color. And then all I did was add some brown, because you know, with my skin tone I can't really have like a really boom pink. It looks really weird, so I mixed it with a little. Actually, this one is great. You can use this without doing the liner, but I decided to do the liner to tone it down so that it looked comparable with my eyeshadow. So this is my look. I hope you guys like it, and if you would love to see how I got this look, then stay tuned. Okay guys, so here I'm getting ready to go ahead and moisturize my face with the e.l.f. moisture stick. It is seriously so amazing. So I'm just rubbing that on my face, and then I'm just going to use my hand and rub that in. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Smashbox primer. It's actually a sample. It's the pore minimizing oil-free one. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that in as well, just to give myself a smooth canvas to work with as far as makeup application goes, or foundation. So just rubbing that in. And that's how it looks. I think you can kind of tell that it makes it smooth. Gives it a smooth appearance. And I'm singing. Okay, so jamming out for a little bit. You know how it is when you put Pandora on. You're sitting here rocking out. So now I'm getting ready to put on my foundation, or I am putting on my foundation. It's the Makeup Forever HD in 178, also known as Y535, which is Chestnut. So going ahead and rubbing that in. You see how beautiful that is? Oh my god, I love this foundation so much. It's like a second skin. It's so nice. So blending it down into my neck. Always make sure you do that. And then I realized that I forgot to go ahead and put my brows on. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the brows. Of course, we use a spoolie. And my eyebrows need to be threaded so badly, guys, but I just haven't done it yet. I really want them to grow in really thick so that they're threaded and they're still thick. So yeah. So I'm using my Color Icon pencil in the color Simma Brown now. It's by a Wet n Wild, and it's actually like an eyeliner pencil, but this is the most amazing pencil ever for your brows. It is so nice. And this brow, the left brow, always comes out so good. And the brow I'm doing now is always reckless, like toe up. But you're gonna see me try to fix it a couple times in this video, but it's okay. So we're gonna take the spoolie and blend that out again. Just so it's not harsh. We don't want any harsh lines. We don't want it to look fake and drawn on. So try to spoolie them out and bring the front, spoolie it towards your inner forehead so that it kind of fades out a little bit and it's not such a boxy effect right there. So that's what you guys see me doing. And again, like I said, I'm correcting this eyebrow. But my eyebrows are not threaded. I have so much trouble with my right brow. And in essence, I think it'll be mirrored, so that'll be my left brow, but you get what I'm saying. My right brow, as you're looking at it, is the trouble brow. And you know, they're not supposed to be twins. They're supposed to be sisters, cousins, yada, 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 but it annoys my soul. But you saw I just gave up. I'm like, okay, it's cool. We'll fix it with concealer. So right now I'm taking my concealer in the color Toffee, or I'm sorry, Chestnut, from LA Girl Pro Conceal, which is my favorite concealer ever. And I like to use this concealer for my brows because I don't really care for the halo effect unless I want it to be dramatic. But in this instance, I didn't really want that dramatic eyebrow look, so I'm using Chestnut to go ahead and just clean it up. It's close to my skin tone, so there we go. So I squeezed a little bit more out, so it's a lot out now, but I would say it's probably a shade lighter rather than 2 shades when you're doing like a concealer or highlight situation. So now I'm taking my Crown Conceal brush to go ahead and clean that up. I kind of go between using my brush and my fingers sometimes when I do my concealer, depending on how harsh it looks. I'll use my finger to kind of clean it up. But yeah, I love this brush so much. It is so amazing. I actually got this brush in an Ipsy bag. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and reference my Ipsy referral link below. I have to go ahead and get back into my Ipsy account to put it down there for you guys. So I have an automatic bill, so I don't really pay attention to it, but I'll get back into it to give you guys my Ipsy account because they do send you amazing things every month. Like a lot of my essentials or like staples that I use, like that brush, is from them. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish putting on my foundation now that I have my eyebrows on. I like to do my eyebrows first and then put on my foundation, which may be a little backwards for some, but you know, to each their own. So we're just going ahead and putting that on. And I'm using the e.l.f. powder brush to do this, which again is a little off for some, but I actually love using the e.l.f. powder brush. I feel like it puts my foundation on very well. And I don't have to use excess foundation. Like, the brush is amazing. Now I'm using my Dirty Beauty blender. I know, bad Cassandra, but listen, it's okay. I'm using my Dirty Beauty blender to go ahead and blend out my forehead area and around my eyebrows because I didn't want to disturb my eyebrows too much. So that's the foundation. It looks so good, guys. I swear by this foundation. And now I'm going ahead with the LA Girl Pro Conceal again, and this one is in the color Toffee. This is the Toffee color, and I'm using it to go ahead and highlight. So that's what we're doing at this step here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my angled foundation brush. This one is from e.l.f. I am obsessed with all things e.l.f. e.l.f. is an amazing, inexpensive line. So if you're watching this video and you know you're on a budget or you're younger and can't afford like high-end makeup at the moment, try e.l.f. products. I swear by them. They're so amazing. So we're just jamming out. And I'm using again my beauty blender to go ahead and apply my translucent powder. It's from Covergirl TruBlend in the color 6, which is translucent Sable. And that's a drugstore makeup, so You guys can definitely get that. And I'm going ahead and just highlighting my jawline area, because in between the under eye highlight as well as right above where my jawline is, there'll be a contour, excuse me. So we want to make that pronounced, because I have really big cheeks, a really big face, so I love contouring. That's my favorite part of makeup. So right now we're going to go ahead and put our eyeshadow on, which is my second favorite. And I'm using the BH palette that I just showed you guys. And I'm actually going to be using a e.l.f. shadow brush for this look, or at least to finish off majority of this look. Yeah, I made a boo-boo. One of my shadows broke. I'm sorry if my voice is cracking. I'm getting sick and it really, really sucks. Okay, so that's the color I'm going to go ahead and start off with. I'm going to put that all over my lid. And right now in this clip, I'm actually using the eyeshadow brush from Sephora. I got that for $11 when they were having like a little sale. But yeah, that's what I'm using right now. But I will change over to the e.l.f. shadow brush, which again, I swear by. The e.l.f. shadow brush and the e.l.f. blending brush are my whole entire life. So definitely invest in those e.l.f. brushes. They are amazing. You can get them from Target or Walmart, mainly Target. So now I've made the transition to my e.l.f. shadow brush, which I love so much, guys. It's the best shadow brush ever. And I'm taking more of a reddish brown color all over my lids at this point. And I'm gonna slowly take that up into my crease as well. And you guys will see all the colors I'm using. I'll make sure I show you the palette towards the end so you'll see what colors I used, and I'll link below the palette that I actually have in my possessions for you guys. So yeah. Now I'm taking a color in the palette which was more of like a shimmery deep purple, and I'm using that all over my lid as well. Not sure if you guys can tell the difference between the two, but that's what I'm doing at this point. And just blending that in with that shadow brush. And of course, towards the end, we'll go over all of that with a blending brush. So. Now at this stage, I'm taking a deeper purple color and I'm going from my outer V into my crease with this color. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here, just to give the eyeshadow look a little bit more depth. I'm just brushing that in, making sure I get it all in there. It's coming together so far. And here goes the colors I'm using. Now I'm taking the blending brush that I was speaking to you guys about, and I'm just blending my eyeshadow out. I also like to blend it up a little bit just so it doesn't have like that rounded, like in one area effect. I don't know how to explain it, but just so it looks more together. So that's what I'm doing now by blending it out. Okay. Now I'm trying to go ahead and brush away the translucent Sable powder. Now with this powder, it tends to stick a little bit more, but that's okay, we're gonna fix it. Okay, turn up. Okay, and here I go using the brush that had my foundation on it, and I'm going over everything to kind of take away the harshness of the highlight and the powder. Now I'm just cleaning up my eyeshadow look with some concealer to give it more of an angled effect if I can. So that's what I'm doing there. And now again, I'm taking that foundation brush, trying to smooth everything out, and now I'm blending out my foundation some more. Can never be too blended, sweetie. Never. Trust me, it's good to blend. To blend like your life depends on it. Okay, now going ahead and I'm contouring. And I'm using my Sleek contour palette in the color Deep. And it has a highlight there that I'm gonna use that is so amazing. But the areas I'm highlighting is just to slim my face. So by my temple, on both sides, underneath my cheekbones, they're huge. And then my jawline area. And then I have some more foundation I put on my hand, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to blend it into that highlight area, or not even into, but around, just to take away, again, that harsh effect that it's giving me. And I ended up blending along my jawline because it was way too harsh for me. So I ended up just blending the foundation over it, and it's still highlighted, you can still see it, because I didn't use too much foundation, but I just wanted to take away from that harsh line effect that was there. So, and I'm just still trying to blend everything in, blend my foundation as well as my highlight together without it being, you know, over the top or undone looking. So now I'm getting ready to use my BlackUp Cosmetics face powder, loose powder in the color PLI4, I believe, which should be dark brown. I'm just taking that all over my face to go ahead and set my foundation and just set my whole look together. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take my Sleek contour palette. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the contour again and just deepen it a bit. So that's what I'm doing here. And I typically don't do my forehead all the time, but with the highlight being so harsh, I went over my forehead a little bit just to take it down a notch. So that's what you see me doing here. Now, unfortunately, guys, my camera died, so I went ahead and took my Wet n Wild black eyeliner pencil into my waterline. So that's what I was showing you guys, sort of, that I was doing. I was looking for something. Okay, so that was my Benefit Tinted Eyelash Primer. It is the life. It is the greatest of all times. I don't know how I lived without it, but I love it so much. So right now what I'm actually doing is taking my Maybelline Lash Stiletto to go ahead and give myself a mini winged eyeliner just to tie together my waterline, having that black liner within it. So that's what you see me doing here on both eyes. Impromptu jam session over. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my Tinted Lash Primer in brown by Benefits. Amazing. And I'm gonna go over that with Smashbox's Full Exposure, I believe it is, in the color Jet Black. I live by this stuff as well. Like, it's a sample size because I shop at Sephora a lot, so I get a lot of samples from them, and I'm gonna buy the full size because it's amazing. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and go to my lip. So I'm using the, I think it's a Maybelline BrowMakers in the color brown, dark brown. I use it as a lip liner. I know a lot of people probably don't, but I do. I didn't really like it for my brows, it was too light. So I use it as a lip liner, and here I am lining my lips with it and filling my lips in just a little bit. Jamming out. And now I'm going ahead and using my NYX Butter lipstick. It's in the color Pops Explostif, if I'm saying that right. And it's like a pinkish color, a nudie pink. And for my skin tone, sometimes depending on how my makeup is, it's a little bit too bright. So that's why I use the brown lip liner, and I use my finger to blend it in, not a lip brush, unfortunately. But I prefer blending it with my finger. It gives it more of a seamless look. So here goes the finished look, you guys. I love this look. I hardly ever do like colored eyeshadow looks. I'm usually like a neutral person, but this was beautiful. I actually loved it. So I hope you guys like it as well. Checking myself out, and I think I forgot a few things. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add our highlights as well as our nose contour. So I'm contouring my nose right now with the deep side, of course. And then I use my finger to go ahead and blend it in as much as I can. But I like that very boom in your face nose contour. My nose is actually pretty small, so I don't have to contour my nose, but it's cool. And then my highlight from earlier gave me a crooked appearance to my nose, so I just fixed that so that I didn't look like I had a crooked nose. That's not cute. So just finishing up on that contour. And of course, darling, how could we forget highlights? That's my favorite part as well. I think I said everything was my favorite part in this video. I'm tripping, but the highlight on the opposite side of the contour and the deep sleek palette is amazing. I'm using a BH Cosmetics powder brush, I believe it to be, a fluffy brush from their collection that I have, and I'm using that to apply my highlight. So yes, get it together, fish, get it together. So highlights always bring the look together. Like, highlights and contours could have you looking so snatched. So yeah, that's actually the finished look. I'm adjusting the lighting for you guys so you can see. Do you see that highlight coming through, sweetie? Yes, come through, highlight, come through. I'm just fixing my nose again. Putting a little bit of highlight on the tip of my nose. Just some finishing touches, and there goes the look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and rate, comment, subscribe for me, and I will see you guys in my next video.